but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Everybody. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Live with Colby, Psychic Rebel. And I wanted to do tonight with just you again. I really love our date nights. I don't know. It's the most exciting part of being single, I guess, is hanging out with you guys. So I really do appreciate you guys spending your evening with me, and any of those of you on the East Coast that stay up late to hang out with me. I do appreciate it and love it. I am going to take some callers tonight, so if you want to try to get through, the number is 323-992-3115, 323-992-3115. I do really want to just kind of start off just to... for anyone who doesn't know or hasn't heard, I'm sure you have, but there is a magnificent artist and musician that passed away today, Chester Peddington from Lincoln Park, and it is known that he did take his own life. So I wanted to put up the suicide hotline number again. I just, for all of us, we all have our ups and downs. We really do. And I know he was very close to Chris Cornell. Today is Chris Cornell's birthday. And I'm not going to go into it. I just want to have this moment to respect him as an artist and respect the gifts he gave us and his family. But I just feel that it's so important that we start opening up this conversation of suicide or depression, or when we're not feeling right, or when we need to talk to someone. We have to make it more okay. I think especially people in the spotlight or people that are responsible for families or whatever the case may be, there's a lot of pressure, and sometimes I feel like maybe they don't feel that there's an outlet or a medication that's needed. I don't know. I really don't have the answers. I just want to share an offer, an opportunity for us to open up those lines of communication together. I think the more open we can make this topic, then the more we can all step up and help one another. And any life we save is going to be worth $1 million for sure. Okay, so I did want to start off with that. So sad. But you know, in our own lives, we all have things, and we're going to talk about them tonight in your calls. So if there's something you want to talk about or someone you want to hear from, I can't guarantee that they're going to talk with you. They may not want to talk to you tonight. They may not step forward. Nothing I can do. But we will hope that they do. And it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And a couple little laundry list items. The summit, you guys, is coming up. This is the LWISSD Summit. It is the blue bar across to the right. There you go. It is with Lisa Williams, who is my mentor, my teacher. I do love her so much. I'm actually going to see her in 2 weeks, I think it is. Might be even next weekend. I'm going to Lilydale to teach 2 classes. So I will see her there, and we will start the summit. But if you are interested, please, please, please put in your application. Time is running out. She's made the price extremely affordable for any of you who kind of dabbled in this, have taken a couple classes, and you're really ready for that next step, you know, to develop your gifts, to build your confidence, to figure out how you're connecting. If you choose LA, I will be your mentor. So we get to spend 6 weeks together. I will look at your homework, offer some tips, some feedback, and then 9/15 and 9/16, we will be in person all day at my new location in Westwood. So definitely looking forward to it. I loved this last year, had an amazing time, had an amazing group of light workers last year. Oh, these women were incredible. And do hope I get to see some more of you this year. So please join me, okay? And then real quick, for any of you on the East Coast, if you're near Lilydale, I have 2 classes. That is the platform right there that you are seeing. So again, if you thought about like, hey, I kind of want to give this gift in front of people, a group of people. It could be a small mini group or a large group. It doesn't matter, you guys. If you share a spirit message to one person, you have honored and served spirit, okay? Now, for some of you, you may want to do it in a group setting or in your living room in a group setting. Whatever the case may be, this is a workshop that's going to kind of help you figure that out. How do you do it? How do you make that connection? How do you go what's called direct and indirect? How do you turn a no into a yes? How do you tell the story, share the memory, bring that spirit into the room? That's what I like to do. It's not a laundry list of evidence. That to me, that doesn't necessarily make the connection for the sitter. You know, when we can feel that person together in the room, and you know they're around you, you know they're hugging you, you sharing those memories again. That's when you know you've got that connection. That's when the sitter can also have that experience, and that's what I really like to kind of help hone and help people with. And then the other workshop in Lilydale, this is the spirit and psychic development. A little bit more beginner. You know, do you have something? Are you looking at it? What are you getting? Why are you seeing synchronicities, signs, symbols, numbers? What does it mean? How do you tie it together? Certain things like that. You know, it's fun. It's fun. I don't have all the answers. Wish I did. I really wish I did. I wish I had just exactly this is how it works and this is how you're going to do it. But you all have your own connection to spirit. You all have your own way of working. And my job is to help you connect to your way and maybe to show you a couple other ways that might step in to help you at some point. Okay? That's what it's about. And I do want to take some calls. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, real quick, 2 more things, and then we're going to, oh my goodness, there's callers already. All right. Two more things, and then we're going to dive in. This Saturday night, I have, that's it. There you go. I'm doing a small group thing at the new location. It is right off the 405 and 10. If you're in LA, you do have to be able to commute to LA this Saturday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Our participants will get a message and a connection. So I am looking forward to doing that. And then, of course, August 12th, I am with AJ Barrera. And you know, I love working with AJ. He is so fun and energetic, and his connections and evidence and the laughter we have together. We always laugh. We always say we have more time laughing than anything, because it's such a joy when you are with someone who really honors spirit and wants to work with them as much as you do and share them. And we really, really have a great time. And that is actually in Orange County in Tustin. So if you are in the OC and want to come by, we had a great time last time. It did sell out, you guys. There were no tickets available at the door. So if you're interested, please don't wait. We've actually sold over 30 tickets already. So it's going by very quickly, and it only holds like 50 places. So, you know, get your tickets, okay? Let's open up these call lines. I'm ready. I'm super excited and eager. Let's do number 7. All right. When you get through, make sure you are not on speakerphone, and just make sure you have nothing on, just no speakerphone, and all devices turned off except for the phone that you're going to talk to me on. All right, number 7. I can't. 320. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi.
Hi. Who is this?
This is Janet.
Hi.
Janet.
Hi, Janet. How you doing?
Janet.
Hi.
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
I'm so glad I got in.
Yeah, you did. Do you have a question for me tonight?
Yeah, I'm looking for direction, and I'm wondering if there's anyone in the spirit world or any messages, directions for me.
Okay.
Maybe a guiding.
Yeah, like a guide stepping forward or something like that, just to kind of help you out. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Right.
Let's see what we can get here for you, Janet. The thing is that I do feel like when I tune in to you and your energy, okay, the one thing I'm getting is sometimes it feels like it's hard for you to make a decision. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like you're a little torn as to what direction, like, you don't really know what step to take. And I think that that's where you're feeling torn and it's tough for you to make a decision. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. What I also feel, okay, so what's happening is this, I think too, I just think you've been through a lot. I think you've had a lot of stuff. And I also think you're just tired. I do. I feel like you're just like, I'm just tired. And I'm tired of like what you perceive to kind of be a dead end. I think you're looking at these things as dead ends or something not working out for you. But I actually really feel that things are working out for you, and you've had so many experiences that I do feel like it's you taking these experiences that then step forward and help others, okay? I think there's a lot of relatability that you have to other people, and I do feel like it's meant to do something where you're able to help other people with your own experiences, So do you have any direction towards, like, I don't know, therapy or coaching or helping people in some way? Because I just feel like that's something you would be really great at.
Yeah, I don't have any experience in that, but I've actually wanted to turn my recent losses into something where I can help others. And
yep, see,
and I don't know where to start with that.
Yeah, well, one thing to, I think one thing to start doing, all right, if you're in a position to do a little bit of volunteer work first. This way, you're not under the pressure of giving professional guidance yet without kind of having the, I do think certifications and stuff are just important just for the technical guidelines of knowing how to handle someone, or if you see certain signs and symptoms, how to guide them towards professional care in other areas. But I also feel like if you can somehow start volunteering a bit, I think you have so much to offer people in that regard. I mean, I could see you in a lot of different things. I see you either working with veterans, even teenagers. I also see you working with women who have had to start over. I see a loss. I also keep feeling like there's a woman in spirit, like a mom in spirit. So, Janet, do you have mom in spirit? Can I ask you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I got to tell you, I'm sitting here talking, and then your mom's sitting here talking, and I'm like, what? I don't know why I'm giving you advice, because she sure wants to step in and do it for me. But there is something about maybe her passing, either you were taking care of her or needing to ensure like all of her well-being at the end and doing all of her organizing and all of that towards the end. Does that make sense? Were you there at the end, like helping and being there and going and even after the passing, having to resort to like organizing her house and all of that?
Yeah, I really didn't have a role in that. We were estranged when she passed, but I did reach out to her, which she denied anything from me. So
okay,
I kind of just, I couldn't be there.
Okay, you are, okay. So what I do feel like, though, is she's giving me this feeling that, she's giving me this feeling. Hang on one second. She's talking. She's giving me this feeling where, I don't know. It just feels to me that she's been around you a lot lately. Can I ask you, do you feel her around you? Do you feel like, because it makes me feel like she is around you. And can I ask if you've been organizing things or trying to organize things as well for you? Because she keeps showing me things going into piles and things going into places. So are you been doing that yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. I do feel
That's
like
me. I want to move, and
yep. See,
I've been trying to get so we can move.
Okay, thank you. She's just showing me that she's around you doing that, all right? I know it's painful that she denied your help. I know that that's painful, and I can't just say to her, oh, she's saying she regrets that. I'm not going to give you that because I'm not necessarily getting that. What I am getting is this feeling of her being around you now. What I am feeling is this closeness of her putting her arms around you now. Like I know she's doing, right? She's not giving me a feeling of feeling estranged from you. So she is giving me a feeling of more being close to you. I do think the two of you, I do feel like she was stubborn, and I do feel like she had a bit of a mindset. In the living, she makes me feel like she had a bit of this mindset and a bit of pride around her decision making, okay? But I feel like in spirit, she's giving me this feeling of being much more open. It almost feels like something happened, and then she just had a lot of pride about that incident as to why she wouldn't reconnect with you. So does that make sense? Yeah, see? And I feel like, see? And in the spirit world, it's like, it's a sense of peace. Like she's not holding on to it. So maybe if I could encourage you not to hold on to it. I feel like it's a bit on your heart and it's a bit heavy, and I think you carry it. And I would ask you to try to let it go, because she gives me this feeling of sending love to you, sending kindness to you, being around you, trying to help you now. You know what I mean? And I got to tell you, she's just she's a bit of a stubborn bird, this lady. Definitely a bit of a stubborn bird, okay? And I you know what I mean. And I do feel like, Janet, is there an L connection, like I keep seeing the letter L. I don't know if it's a Linda or a Lynette. I'm in the living or in spirit. Does that name, can you connect to that name at all for someone? Because
not right off the top of my head, I can't.
I know, I'm throwing you. I know this. Always when we ask someone right off the bat, it makes it kind of tough. I just see if that L connects for you later, and then always post a message, because I like it. But I do feel like this L, and it feels like it's a female, also just kind of gives me this comfort and this feeling of stepping forward, letting me know she's with mom, and letting me know that the two of them are, she's kind of helping mom get acclimated, is the feeling I'm getting. And I just feel like, you know, there are good memories with your mom, and don't throw those away because of your feeling of how it ended, okay? Because, that's just an ending in the physical. That is certainly not an ending from your connection together and this soul connection that the two of you have together, okay? And so anyhow, I do know everything feels like it's kind of falling apart before it comes back together, but I do want to encourage you to use this in groups to help other people, because this experience, you're actually going to help so many other people reconnect to their own moms, and moms connect to their own children through your experience, okay? And it's through that connection, your mom is going to help you from the other side with this, okay? All right. I hope that helps, Janet. Quick little in and out with that. But mom, just real quick though, because you asked me for, I know we were talking about guides, and then we were talking about your direction in your physical life and more of a psychic thing. But then your mom pops in. So just, remember that your mom stepped right in to help you. When I was going to connect to a guide, she stepped in and said, nope, I've been around her. I'm helping her. I'm working with her. Let her know that I'm around her. Okay?
Thank you.
You are so welcome. And you have a good night.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, it's I'll tell you what. I mean, we all love our moms. There's sometimes a love-hate. There's sometimes a disconnect, and it's tough. And I can only imagine how Janet must feel. But I got to tell you, her mom, though, it's like her mom was like, no, I'm here. I'm right here. So I do hope that helps her. All right, let's do another color. Let's kind of hang in there and let's get these done. 714, I think it's number 9 there. All right, 714, you are the lucky one in. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, this is Shawn.
Hey, Shawn. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing pretty good.
Is this Shawn who decided not to watch the Coffee with Colby the other morning and said he didn't have to? Oh, yeah. So then you thought you didn't have to do the homework of getting rid of your inner stuff that you're pushing down. And then you get through now. Do you see how spirit works, Shawn? Do you see how this works?
Yeah.
You cannot escape You cannot escape your stuff. All right, what question do you have for me, babe?
All right. I've had this, well, I don't know if I should give you information. I've had a physical condition that's been bothering me.
Okay.
I kind of just want guidance on it. Because
Okay.
it's confusing.
Okay.
If it's like spiritual or physical.
I got it. Well, we're going to start with a couple things, right? I'm not a doctor, right? And I'm not diagnosing.
Right, I know.
Okay. And
I am going to the doctor and all that.
Perfect.
So
and that's what I was just going to say, because if it feels like your arm is falling off, I do not want to hear, me saying that you're holding on to things and then your arm falls off because you didn't go to the doctor, right? Like, go to the doctor, okay?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Yeah.
There is a feeling, there is a feeling to me, what I just heard is that there's an electrical current going through you. And I do feel like this is a connection to spirit. So whatever is happening, it feels like it's going from your head all the way down through your feet, okay? So what happens is, and it feels like it comes in waves. So this, whatever's happening physically may even come in waves, in and out, stronger and lesser. Does that make sense as to what's happening?
Yes, that's exactly.
Yeah, because I feel like this is electrical currents. And then also, is your head bothering you? Or are you also getting some headaches as well? Have you noticed any headaches, can I ask?
Yeah, that's the main...
Yeah, see?
The discomfort. It's not pain, but it's discomfort.
Yeah.
And that's where it seems mostly focused.
Okay, right. See, that's what I was here. So I'm not a doctor, and I'm not diagnosing. But I am tapping in.
Yeah.
Okay. I what I'm here. Okay. So again, we're gonna get things sorted out with the doctor, and they're gonna do tests, and they're gonna look at all of that. But I do also feel or hearing that there's some energy, and it's getting stuck in your head. So to me, there's a couple things happening. I feel like you're overthinking your connection to spirit, or you've been overthinking your next step or something like that. You're putting so much pressure on yourself that I think it's and spirit is also working with you trying to get it out. But there's also something with opening up your ears, and I do mean clairaudiently. So what I feel like is that you're getting stuff clairaudiently, but you're starting to shut it down. And I'm actually literally starting to get a headache, so I have to ask your team to kind of take that away for a second. Oh my God, I do not want that headache either, but I just totally am getting your headache. And are you also getting a little nauseous? Because I'm also feeling a little nauseous as well. So I don't know if that nausea is you.
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like the headache.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, so, okay.
a little bit, and it may be, a little dizziness maybe.
Yes.
from
Okay,
the-
so listen, how
the head.
about you take a breath in through your nose, out through your mouth right now for me. And we're just going to kind of let this go right now so that I don't hold on to it. Ugh. But I see what's happening. Shawn,
Okay.
I really feel like you got to try to start using your gift more, like in the actual world. You got to start finding ways to either do some readings, to put yourself out there more. We got to kind of start releasing this energy, okay? Because
I'm feeling the tingling going down my neck right now.
I feel like spirit is like they're pushing you and they're pushing you, and this doesn't mean you quit your day job, right? I'm not asking you that. You don't have to make that choice right now. Like, some people just feel like they got to let everything go to do this because they're meant to do it. And I just think that we can serve two things at once. We really, really can. But I do feel like this is time for you to start stepping forward, start expanding your gift, really start reading for people, doing what you do best, so that we can start moving this energy through you a bit more, because I keep feeling like that's a big part of what's happening. Okay?
Oh, that makes total sense.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's my big fear, is to start just getting started on this.
Yeah, and what's happening
publicly.
is, so listen, I need you to just take the pressure off of yourself, because I think when you take the pressure off of yourself and serve Spirit's then going to take the pressure off of you. Remember, this isn't about, listen, you don't have to sit there and go, oh my gosh, how do I quit my job? How do I do this more? How do I stop? just start putting it out there. Hey, you guys, I'm going to, open for a session, whether you want to take a contribution for that session initially, just to build your confidence, to build your practice, whatever you feel comfortable with. But literally, I think this is so much about you just exercising your gift, giving back, and I think you honoring spirit and honoring what you're getting. And I just feel like that is going to help, and you don't have to create all this pressure around you of needing to know exactly how to start it and how to do it all at once. It just start saying, I'm going to serve, and let me just kind of put that out there, and I think that's gonna help you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was kind of hoping for, because it seems like every time I sit down and quiet and meditate or start thinking of like channeling or something, it really builds up.
Yeah.
And then it sticks with me for like a couple days.
Yeah, then
I kind of stopped doing it.
Yeah.
And it's probably the thing not to do.
Right. I think you got to
like
kind of
I go, okay, I'm going to ignore it.
Right. Go in the opposite direction. So when that happens, when you're doing that, when you're channeling, either start writing it out or start offering a session or two. And like I said, if you make it a contribution scenario, exchange of energy that way, then it's not a pressure of, should I be charging? How much should I be charging? Am I good enough to charge? Is the reading good enough? Are they going to be happy? Am I going to get it right? Like then you don't have to worry about, you don't have to put that kind of pressure on you. You literally serve spirit. And then if the person, the person will reciprocate with any monetary donation or an exchange of energy in any way. And I just think that in
I'm not even real worried about that. I just want to.
Yep, just get it out there.
I just want to get this moving and learn and.
So what you have to do is start saying yes. You have to start saying yes. Yes, I will do a session. Yes, even if it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but start somewhere. Okay, but keep going to that doctor. Keep going to the doctor. God forbid I'm wrong. So, want to make sure.
This makes so much sense,
Okay.
And actually, finally, it's like this has been around a long time, and it's like finally kind of. It just feels right. It's
good. I'm
because
glad.
none of the doctor's things seemed to make sense, and it didn't really. It just never. I was, tested. Nothing seems to be wrong with me, and I feel fine. But it's just,
yes,
it's that head, and it does move around, and it just feels like energy.
Yeah.
And this all makes sense now. So.
All right. Well, there you go. Glad you got through.
Well, thank you so much.
Time to work through it. Time to
such a help.
Time to work through it and get started. All right. You have a great
all
night,
right.
and maybe I'll see you tomorrow in Coffee with Colby.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Good night.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that feeling, when, but sometimes too, and especially, I wrote this book, How to Build Your Spiritual Business. And, and that was a tool. It's a toolkit. It's a tool. But it's not saying that everybody needs to go out and do this full time with their life. I mean, you can absolutely serve spirit in so many ways and do what you need to do to be fulfilled. So I really want to stress that to people, because I think sometimes we're starting to create this pressure of it needing to be perfect before people do it. And I think it's just about sharing the gift and getting it out there and letting us connect, letting us just connect. So, all right, let's do another. I'm on a roll here. Here we go. How about number 12? Is that 508? Okay, number 12, 508. You are in. This is Colby. Who is this?
My name is David.
David. Hi, David. This is Colby. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you for calling in and tuning in. Do you have a question for me?
Yes. I suffer from anxiety.
Oh,
and I just want to know, I guess, how I'm going to progress.
Okay.
I'm just sort of stuck.
Okay. All right. David, again, as I told the caller before you, I'm not a doctor. So I just, again, I'm going to state that each and every time, just so there's no confusion as to what I am. But listen, when I tune into this anxiety, there's something about it where I feel like your voice, you're not able to use your voice. Like either you are not able to be free in your life or free with your job, or there's something where I feel like you're being in a box or contained somehow. And that to me is also kind of connecting to this anxiety. So can you connect to that at all? Like feeling trapped maybe in a way? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the minute you start being able to speak your truth or be in your truth, I feel like that's going to help this anxiety. But I also, I think sometimes we do need some sort of medication. Are you on medication already? Because I'm hearing that there's medication associated. So are you already on medication? Okay. I think one of the things... this is a tough one. I can actually feel your anxiety. I think I'm going to have a heart attack. And I felt Shawn, I felt his head. So I am feeling, that's an empath, right? We start to feel other people. I can feel your anxiety. I feel like sometimes you feel like you're going to have a heart attack. I'm not predicting a heart attack. I'm just saying I can feel the feeling of it, okay? So what I feel like is... There has to be where you start making some change to use your voice more, to be who you are somehow is what I'm hearing. Because I'm hearing that starts to release this anxiety. And I think there's so many things with people around you. Again, there's a pressure around you with people and situation where it's limiting your freedom. That's what I'm feeling. So any way that you can start being... I don't know, more free, more you somehow, I think that's what helps starts to release this anxiety around you. I also think you're very sensitive. I just feel like, that's a tough pickle. You're in a catch-22 because you are sensitive, right? You know that, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So you know that some of this anxiety and these emotions are not even yours. You know some of them are some other people too, right?
Right.
Also, do you, one of the other things, though, is, now let's just be honest here, and if it's a no, it's a no, but at least be honest with me. Are you do you sometimes feel, I don't know, is paranoid the right word? Do you sometimes have fear or paranoia as well connected to this anxiety?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I do appreciate you being honest with me about that because I was feeling that too. I will tell you, I do see light at the end of the tunnel. So I know that there's a source for you to work this out. I know that there's a way for you to ease this anxiety and to kind of be more comfortable in your slippers as I'm hearing, okay? So what I would love for you to do is start finding ways where you can kind of start using your voice to speak your truth. And I think that I know it's going to be scary, I know it's hard, but I feel like when you start doing that, I actually feel like you're going to feel more comfortable, like in your own skin or in your own body. And I think that that's what helps you start to kind of get into the career you want, get into the relationships you want. Like it feels like it starts to open up that way.
Okay.
Can you try that?
Yes.
I want you to use your voice loud and proud, as I always like to say.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And real quick, though, I want to reiterate, light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I don't feel like you're trapped here. I really, really, really don't. I actually feel like you even calling in is a huge, huge step for you. I'm hearing that wasn't actually real easy. So you didn't just say, oh, my God, I feel like you felt a calling to somehow try to get in or, So I do feel like there's something in this message that is going to help move you forward for you, okay?
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of callers here.
Right.
So just know the fact that you got in, you're ready for the next step.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, David. Have a great night. All right. Yay. Thank you. Let us do I never know any of these. How about number, how about 15? I want to go to 15 because I will tell you, last week, there was a caller, I can't remember her name, but she called in and we were talking about numbers, and she was saying how she always got this number 15, and it was always when she needed to make a choice in her life. Well, I don't know what happened, but since that episode, I have been getting 15s like crazy, and I've been adding up numbers, and it's a 15, and so that 15 is very contagious, and I keep feeling like I can't remember that caller, but if she's listening tonight, I want you to get validation. There is a lady in spirit that keeps giving that 15 for you, and I do feel like it is connecting you, and I keep getting it now too, so I think it's kind of fun. I do. But let's take caller 15 right now. 850, this is Colby. Hey, 850.
Hi,
Hi, who's this?
this is Kristen.
Hey, Kristen, this is Colby. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. Congrats on getting through here. Good. Do you have a question for me this evening?
Well, I was just wanted to see what you came up with, and if you weren't coming up with anything, then I did have a couple areas I was interested in, but I wanted to see what you came up with first, if
All right,
that's okay.
Yeah, sure. How about we just open up and see what's here for you? All right.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Boy, there's two things. I have spirit and I have psychic. So let's do you have a preference towards spirit stepping forward or psychic direction? Actually, I don't have a choice. I have a man who wants to talk to you, and I have a man, he keeps wanting to hold you up, and he keeps giving me this, I don't know, like this fatherly feeling towards you, okay? So, Kristen, do you have a father in spirit, may I ask you, or a man who would be like a father to you?
I have my grandfather.
Okay, and you understand that your grandfather would be kind of strong is the feeling I'm getting, because he keeps standing up very straight for me. So I feel like he's a strong person. He feels a little, he tips a hat. So I don't know, do you remember if your grandfather would wear a hat or something? Because he tips a hat at me. So he's very...
Yeah.
Okay, and he gives me, he's very courteous, very polite as well. So good-mannered because he tips his hat and calls me ma'am. So I know he's quite nice and quite this gentleman. He also lets me know that I do feel like grandmother is with him as well. Is that right? Or his wife is with him as well. Is that correct? Because he lets me know that there's a lady with him.
If not that grandfather, but I guess my other grandfather, his wife is over there, but not the one I was originally thinking you were talking about.
Okay, do you understand a man who would, he feels like he would work with his hands? That's the feeling I'm getting. So there's a sense where he feels strong, or at least stronger when he was younger, and it feels a sense of not afraid of some hard work. Does that make sense around one of these grandfathers?
I'm not sure. I don't have a whole lot of information on the one that his wife is actually over there, so I'm not really sure.
But, if I go back, I just don't know if that one's right. If I know you're saying his wife, I know he's giving me a feeling of a lady with him. I'm not so sure, because when I tune into that doesn't feel right to me that it's him. I think this is the other grandfather. Okay. I just feel like he's got a lady with him for sure, because he's giving me this feeling of a lady connected to you and she's with him. I'm not connecting to her, so I can't, he's just letting me know she's with him. And he's giving me so he's not alone is the feeling I'm getting, okay? And he's giving me this feeling, though, of him also, he's giving me this feeling of having some boots around him. So would you understand him having some sort of boots around him as well?
No, I'm not. Not recognizing.
Yeah, I can only give you what I'm getting, right? Or what he's showing me.
Right.
There's something around boots. I'm just real curious, though. And you're not wearing boots, or you don't wear boots either? Because I just keep hearing boots, boots, boots over and over. There's got to be a connection to boots.
No, I have some boots, but no, I'm not wearing any at the moment.
Okay.
But no, it's not like...
Not huge, right? All right.
No,
listen,
it's not
I got to
huge.
tell you, there's a connection to the word boots. All right. So I know this, and I know it's from this man, and I know that this is also a connection to your life, and I know this is about you kind of pushing out or pushing away and kind of starting over is the feeling I'm getting. Okay. And I know that this is like almost like, I don't know if you're in a relationship and need to give someone the boot. Oh, I don't want to create a boot, but you know what I mean? Because I keep hearing a boot, and I'm seeing a boot, and I'm hearing it's time for the next step. It's time to kind of push this away. All right. And I feel like this is time to really take that next step, take that next transition here at this point. All right. And just because I don't have a lot of time, is there a specific question you want to ask me just so I can make sure I answer it for you? If I had more time, I would keep diving in for you and kind of get to the bottom of this grandfather. But just because of time, I do want to answer at least one of your specific questions.
Yeah, I guess one of my questions was relating around love and
okay.
What if you see anything
what's on the horizon, right?
Right.
Yeah, it does. I do listen, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's definitely, there had to have been a breakup, or there had to have been some sort of an ending of a relationship. That I know, right? And I do feel like there's a beginning. Like, I do feel like this is where you've got to take this next step. You've got to kind of start getting out there a bit. Like, it doesn't really feel like you're out there a whole lot. And I feel like you got to kind of start getting out there to kind of bring in this relationship or bring in this love. And maybe that's the boots. Maybe there's boots at the, you know what I'm saying? You ever hear that? You know what I'm saying, Kristen? No, you don't. Boots. You never hear Boots by the Bed? There's a song, Boots by the Bed, or something like that. A Little Love.
No, I'm not recalling it.
Well, you'll hear it. You can Google it, and I think you'll hear it. But there's something about love. I do feel like there's been an ending of a relationship. So I'm not sure. Are you divorced? Can I ask?
No, actually, I'm not divorced.
Are you married? I'm sorry.
I'm still married. Yes.
Okay. Listen.
Yes, I'm married.
Okay, I am not. Okay, well, listen. I'm not going to tell you what to do in this relationship. Okay. But there has to have been some questioning around this relationship. I mean, whether I just feel like you had to have been questioning this relationship at some point. Am I right? Okay, I know.
Yes.
Okay, we should have given you a code name. All right, listen. Well, I think just listen back to what I said. I can't tell you what to do, but I do feel like there's a new transition. I do feel like there's a new relationship that will come in. I kind of already predicted it without trying to predict it, so my apologies. But you know that you have free will, and you know that if you want this marriage to work, that's something you can do with this partner. But there definitely needs to be some work on it, is the feeling I'm getting, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. I wish I had more time, but I don't, and I'm so sorry. But you have a great night, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Maybe the new one's going to wear boots.
Yeah, I know. I think this was a tough one, because I think I don't mean to do that. Listen, I think it's very important that if we do this work, that we don't make decisions for people. So when I saw divorce and kicking the boot and making the transition, I didn't real. I do feel she must be thinking about it, or in a state of wondering what to do in this relationship. And I know she can't. I felt like she can't say a whole lot, and I totally respect and honor that. But I didn't mean to. I hate doing that. Like, whoops, my bad. But, you know, we will send her lots of love and healing and let her work through this. I mean, and I think maybe this talk or her looking at it this way, maybe that will give her the answers she needs. I wonder, do I have 1 minute? Maybe one minute. All right, here we go. Number 3, 508. I got to... Hey, 508, here's the deal. 508, you have like 1 minute, and I wish I had more time for you, but I don't. But it was either you and 1 minute or no questions at all. So what do you got for me?
Okay.
Okay, what's your name?
So this is Kim. And
hi, Kim.
My name is Kim.
Hi,
yep.
honey.
And my question, I have somebody in the spirit world, so I don't know if you can connect with him, but also the direction of my life, psychic-wise. Or mediumship-wise.
You got to ask a more specific question, and it's going to have to be psychic only because I got the 1 minute. I'm so sorry, but I am kind of actually at my time. So ask me one specific question.
All right. I'm taking mediumship and psychic classes,
there you go.
I don't know if I should continue or not.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. The answer is absolutely yes. The answer is you have to build your confidence. So I think there's an insecurity in your confidence, not your connection. All right. But I actually feel like you working on, first of all, these classes fill your soul. You love what you're doing. You love learning and growing. And I do feel like the answer is a strong yes for you. All right. It's a strong yes. But I do think there has to be, you kind of have to get in classes that give you some direction with confidence and how to address things. Because I think you get a little lost in how to address things. And then it makes you discount what you're doing or feeling or getting. But I do feel like that connection is very, very much there for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I wish I had more time for you, and I'm so sorry I don't. But at least you got through, and you got a yes on it.
Okay, I'll try again.
Yay! All right, there you go. There you go. Oh my goodness, you guys, that flew by. I honestly, I can't believe how quickly that. This is why I love this episode, because I love taking the callers. I love getting, answering the questions. They're so quick and so rapid fire, but they're there. So anyhow, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, for joining me, for hanging out. I'm sorry if you didn't get through, but I do appreciate you calling in and being there with me. And I'll see you guys next week. All right. Have a great night. Bye.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.